Do you see this guy right here? Do you see this Pokemon right here? Yo, this was a crazy, crazy battle, man. Let's get started. This battle is gonna be on my display video.
Сука, не поверила, что мне 16. Это Москва, и мы умеем отрываться, мы умеем делать звук, мы умеем делать так.
Yo, guys, what is up? It's your boy Prwell'Z here. I'm back with another Wi-Fi battle. We post wins, loses, draws, and there's gonna be a question in the middle of the video or at the end of the video. Guys, this battle, man, this was by far one of the best battles I ever had in my life. It's crazy, man. But let's get started, man. Let's go. So she leads off with her Gosh Chomp, and I go out to my Fly God, my boy out here. You know what I mean? Bugs Life / Dragon. You already know how we get down. And we come out here shining, cool. And I'm like, you know what? I know I have the Haben Berry, so I decided just to go for an Outrage, just to get rid of this thing. It hits me with an Outrage, and that still does a lot of damage. I'm like, this must be an adamant Gosh Chomp. But I'm like, you know what? Who cares? Because I could go for an Outrage of my own. I do go for the Outrage. It lives on 1 health. Literally 1 health. It's unbelievable. And I know because this Gosh Chomp has leftovers. So I'm like, what the douche? But I'm like, all right, then. We're both locked at the Outrage, and he's faster. So he is gonna hit me with another Outrage, and down goes my Flygon, man. Crazy. Yo, this battle, bro. Crazy. But I'm like, you know what? Here, I could actually go into my Porygon Z, and I'll speed this thing. But the bad news is that he did get the confused. So I know that he could probably switch out and go into another Pokemon, but I do go out to my boy, my guy, man, my bro. So we come out to Porygon Z and we get downloaded. So the good news is that I do get a special attack raise, so I can just outspeed this thing and I can hit this thing with an Ice Beam. So I do hit this thing with an Ice Beam, and down goes Gosh Chomp. But the bad news is that she now knows that I'm Scarf. So I hit this thing with the Ice Beam and down goes Gosh Chomp. So now she goes right into her Blissey. So Blissey comes out here. What did I say last time? Dr. Robotnik's girlfriend. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna switch out here and go into my my Torkoal, because now I can start setting up and getting the sun up and start throwing stones everywhere on the field. And here she actually go for a Thunder Wave. I'm like, this is a setup utility set, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I'm like, you know what, man, let's go get our rocks in. Let's go get our rocks off. And she goes for rocks of her own. I'm like, you son of a bee. But I'm like, you know what, all right, then whatever. It doesn't really matter because we both throwing stones at our field. But I noticed that I don't think none of her Pokemon have defog. Maybe the Scizor. I must be mistaken, but who cares? Here she goes for another Seismic Toss, and she goes for a Seismic Toss, and I'm like, yeah, that hurts. But I am able to go for a Rapid Spin. So the good news now is that she's gonna probably waste another turn just to go for the Stealth Rocks, and that's gonna give me a chance to switch out my Pokemon. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take advantage of this opportunity. And the only physical Pokemon I have is Altaria. It is the Choice Band Altaria. But you'll see later why it was useless. But anywho, I do go into my victory belt because I do have growth, and growth in the sun could actually boost my attack and special attacks too. But yeah, so as predicted, she does go for the Stealth Rocks, and I'm like, you know what? Let's start growing some more. And yeah, so here I do go for the Sleep Powder. I had to put this thing to sleep first because Blissey is a threat, and I don't really like getting Thunder Wave. So Blissey's out here catching the Z's and stuff like that. Like she worked a 12-hour shift, and I'm gonna get the growth going on, man. We're gonna get strong. We're gonna get strong. So Blissey, she's catching her Z's, and I'm like, this is good. We have +2 in the sun right now. So here I decided to just go for a Solar Beam, see how much that does. I'm hoping that it does a little more than half, but I do go for the Solar Beam here, and I'm like, all right, then, let's do this. So we come out here, you know what I mean? And this is a modest victory belt. So we hit this thing with a Solar Beam, and it like, like when you do all the setup and you're just not happy at all, like, you serious? You serious? So Anywho, this thing is paralyzed now, so I'm really upset at that. So here, I decided just to go for another solar beam, hoping I could get a crit. So here I go for another solar beam, and Blissey leaves on red, and now she's able to go for a soft boil, and I am pissed. But you know how that is when battling Blissies. So she is gonna get some a lot of health back, and I believe she has leftovers. She get the leftovers. So here I decided to switch out here, and who do I go into? Forgot. Oh, I think I go into my Torkoal. So she switch out and go into her infinite, expecting a solar beam. I'm like, nah, bre. I need to get these rocks off my field. But here, oh my god, the hacks in this game, bro. So I get hit with the stealth rocks, and I'm gonna get the drought again. So I'm like, you know what? It's cool because I could just go for a rabbit spin. So this thing goes for a fake out, and my Torkoal will eat that up. Be like, You know what I mean? That doesn't do anything nice. But we do get the flinch, whatever. So here he goes for a power up punch, and power up punch does nothing too. I'm like, yo, let's go, man. But he does get the attack raise, which is bad. But we get the para hacks, man. Unbelievable. Like this game, man. This game is unbelievable. Look what he do to my boy. Look at what he doing to my guy, man. He's just punching my guy in my face, man. Look what he did to my Torkoal, bro. Yo, crazy, man. So down goes my Torkoal. So now I have to play with the rocks, which is horrible. So here I actually made a bad play here because I thought that my victory bell would be faster than the infinite and the sun, but boy was I mistaken. So here I decided just to go for a sludge bomb, and here he actually punched me in my face with a fire punch. But this is really good because it shows me that it's 4 moves. It's fake out, fire punch, thunder punch, and power punch. So I know this thing doesn't have priority, so I could go into my boy again, my guy. So we go out to the mascot Porygon Z, and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna get hit with some stealth rocks, but we do get the download, so that's good. And here I can just go for a thunderbolt because I know it's gonna take it out. So he does switch out, and he goes out to this goddamn balloon body, blimp face having. Unbelievable, man, Blissey. So here I do go for a thunderbolt, and that doesn't do anything to this Blissey, man. I'm like, unbelievable. So the Blissey, she can completely wall my my Porygon Z. So here I decided to switch out and go into my Altaria because I know that Blissey don't take physical moves well, so this is a banded Altaria. So we come out here, yo, Altaria shiny is beautiful, and here the thing is gonna go for a thunder wave. I'm like, nah, we don't like that. We don't like that at all. So I'm hoping that even though I'm paralyzed, I'll be able to outspeed this thing. But Blissey is gonna get some leftovers, and here I decided to go for a Dragon Claw. I was supposed to trade agility for outrage, but don't mind me, man. I really wanted to battle, and here she actually goes for another soft boil. I'm like, man, this is a choice banded Dragon Claw stab Altaria, and it does pathetic damage. I was really mad at that damage. I'm like, seriously, Altaria. So here he decides to switch out and go into his Breloom. So Breloom's gonna get hit with the stealth rocks, and I go for Dragon Claw, and that does pretty good damage. I'm like, let's go. But I know that this Breloom's gonna outspeed me, and here he goes for Rock Tomb, and that takes out my Altaria. So I'm really scared now because now I know that this is probably a technician Breloom, and it was either to go out to my Heatran or my Porygon Z, and I am Scarf, so I decided just to go into my Porygon Z, and I just thought that this was just gonna be the end result here because I really can't do much. So we do get the special attack raise here, and here I'm like, you know what? Let's go for the Ice Beam because I can't really do much. But he does switch out, so it probably tells me that this thing doesn't have Mach Punch, and I'm really good with that, or it's probably choice in some way. So he goes out to Blissey. I hit this thing with an Ice Beam. I I get the freeze. Let's go. Let's go, Porygon-Z. So we get the freeze here, and I'm like, let's go. So here I can just hit this thing with another ice beam, but he does switches out here. So I'm assuming that this Blissey has natural cure, but Infinite comes in, he gets hit with the stealth rocks, and I go for another ice beam. Down goes Infinite. Let's go. we came to party, man. We came for war. So Infinite is down now, and my Porygon-Z is just chilling. We just out here. So here she decides to go into Breloom, and Breloom's gonna get hit with the stealth rock. So now I'm like, all right, then he's gonna probably go for Mac Punch, but I outspeed it, bro. And I'm able to hit this thing with an ice beam. Down goes Breloom. Oh man, Porygon-Z is a monster. It's a monster. So here she decides to go right back into Blissey. So Blissey comes here again, and now it's unfrozen because of the natural cure, but it does get hit with the stealth rocks. So if this ice beam can take it out, man, then we are golden. I hit it with the ice beam. Oh, this is crazy, bro. Yo, this match is gonna be in my display video. This is unbelievable. This match is crazy. So his last two Pokemon is the Scizor and Tangrowth. So she does hit me with a bullet punch. I'm like, yo, Porygon-Z, you did your thing. I hit this thing with an ice beam, hoping I could get the freeze again, because I really want my Porygon-Z to sweep. But the Scizor is gonna get some leftovers, so I'm assuming that this is probably a utility set. So he's gonna hit me again with the bullet punch, and down goes my Porygon-Z. Porygon-Z, this match was incredible. It was by far the best. There's a reason why he's the mascot of the team, the team. And here I decided to go into my Heatran, and my Heatran was like, hey, what's up, man? Sounds good. And I just woke him up from his Pokeball. I'm like, hey, man, it's time for you to burn some things. So we come out here, awesome. And here, I decided just to go for a flamethrower. I'm pretty sure I can outspeed the Scizor here. So, here, I'm like, you know what? Open your mouth, man. Just throw some flames at this thing. And he hits me with a bullet punch, and that does like 2 damage. And here, I just hit this thing with a flamethrower. I'm like, Uni! Come on, man. You know how we get down, man. Yeah, this is crazy. Porygon-Z, man. I really thought we was going to lose this match. I'm like, yo, this match was crazy. But, yeah, I decided just to go for another flamethrower and burn this thing's weave, and down goes Tangrowth, and that's the match, guys. Question of the day: what is your favorite pseudo legendary Pokemon? Whether that's Dragonite, Tyranitar, Garchomp, let me know down in the comments. My favorite is Dragonite. But with that being said, thank you guys so much, and I'm out of here.